everyone, today's video is getting into what can you do to prevent carpal tunnel syndrome. If you use your hands a lot at work or for play, such as gaming, cell phone use, tablet use, well, over time this creates a lot of stress in the forearms and the wrists and can relate to carpal tunnel syndrome. And preventing this issue is what today's video is all about. I hope you find it really helpful, and if so, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, so to begin, carpal tunnel syndrome is characterized by repetitive flexion of the digits, such as, for example, when you are gaming or using a cell phone, something like that, and using your fingers and your thumbs a lot, pushing down. What this causes over time is excessive stress and inflammation under what's called the carpal tunnel. The carpal tunnel is a band of fibrous connective tissue that kind of holds things in place. And when inflammation occurs under the carpal tunnel and it puts pressure on the median nerve, this is what can oftentimes cause pain, numbness, and tingling in the hand. How to address this issue in part is to stretch out what's called the wrist flexors. So the first stretch I recommend to work on this issue is a wrist extension stretch. You want to hold stretches for 30 seconds, only at a moderate intensity. If it's more than moderate, your body will in part fight that stretch and it will cancel out some of the beneficial effects of the stretch. You want to do both sides, again for 30 seconds. Now, if it's too intense to come up on the fingers like I am, just instead of at the fingers, lower down to the palm. Another stretch that can be used to work on stretching out the wrist flexors is what's known as the prayer stretch. If you don't feel much of a stretch here, I'd go back to the first stretch we were talking about, the wrist extension stretch. But if you feel a stretch in both, I would do both. Now, the best way to incorporate stretches into your routine to prevent carpal tunnel syndrome is to do them regularly throughout the day. Take breaks every hour or two, and just stretch out your forearm. So the next step is, if you're having pain right in the moment, what should you do? Well, there are what's called nerve mobility exercises in the world of physical therapy, and they can help to treat that pain, numbness, and tingling quickly right in the moment. To do a nerve mobility exercise for the median nerve, what you want to do is place the arm directly out to the side and bring your palm down and back, down and back. You should only be feeling a light to moderate stretch in your fingers, hand, possibly a bit of the forearm, but mainly the hand and fingers as you go down and back. You want to do that for 60 seconds, and if it's painful, you can have it resting on some kind of supportive surface. Now, if you're not feeling much of a stretch with that, what you want to do is increase the intensity of the stretch by stretching the nerve over two joints. So right now, we're just going over the wrist joint, but we can improve it by involving the neck. So what we try to do is bring the hand down while we bring our head away. So we're stretching here and here. And you should again feel only a moderate stretch. And you go towards each other and away from each other. Towards each other and away from each other. Again for 60 seconds, only feeling a light to moderate stretch. And when finished, it should decrease the symptoms, the numbness, the tingling, and the pain right off the bat. It's very important that we keep this exercise really controlled, especially early on. It's easy to overdo nerve mobility exercises, so keep it light to moderate at the most. So this video has been all about what can we do to treat and prevent carpal tunnel syndrome, but there are so many different topics I could post about. It all just depends on what you guys would like to see. So please post your comments below and subscribe so I can do my best to create a meaningful video for you or a loved one to improve quality of life. This is Dr. John Mayo, physical therapist, really hoping that this video is helpful for you and improves your life.